on Sunday. Dallas kept their playoff hopes alive with a big win in Philadelphia last week, which got them to 4-5. Now they'll be a road underdog again versus the Falcons. Rob Parker joining us again here in the studio. Rob, the Cowboys, can they win the division?
Sure they can. Excuse me, but do I think they will? No. I still don't trust Dak Prescott.
More Dak hate. I love it.
I just
Dak,
don't.
Are
Shannon,
you listening?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you watching?
I just don't. I really don't. And I know I still believe that Philly has a chance to come back and win that division. Their schedule is a little tougher.
I'd say.
It's tougher than Dallas's, but they have the better quarterback who's playing better. And I just think that they
Did you watch last Sunday night at Philadelphia?
I understand. They had a bad one.
But the season has been 9-10 games, not just one, Skip Bayless.
And Skip, for real, the Cowboys still have to play the Saints. There's a game there.
At home.
But I think if you look at Philadelphia, don't they have they have 2 more games against Washington. They haven't played Washington yet.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
And they got the Giants.
And they got the Giants. That's another one. And they got Dallas. They can beat Dallas.
Yes.
All right, they did lose the one game, but they can go to Dallas and win. I don't trust the Cowboys. I know people are making a flip-flop because they won the game in Philadelphia. Because had they lost, the season would have been over.
Yeah.
So I get the hope, but it's false hope. Into believing that the team that one day Troy Aikman was saying should be blown up and changed all over. Now they're going to win the division. I'm not buying that.
No.
Those warts are still there. Pull the skin back, Shannon.
Yeah.
They're still there.
That's a disgusting analogy.
Yeah, but it is.
But it's true.
What shot do I give the Cowboys to win the division? 0. None.
0 shot?
None.
You better be right because you bet 6 cases of duel.
Yep. The next 12 days, they got Atlanta on Sunday, Washington at home on Thanksgiving,
Win.
and then they got New Orleans at home.
Loss.
A week. So
going.
the question is, does the clapping game plan, does it translate over basically over 2 weeks?
Coach Clapp?
Yeah.
Coach Clapp?
Jason Garrett.
I do not believe so, Skip.
Who called a fake punt on 4th and 2 from his own 30
Jerry?
of the night? No, not Jerry. Jason did. Jason Garrett.
Yeah, I know. Jerry told him to. But anyway, when the last time they won back-to-back games this year?
None.
Oh, when's the last time they scored 20 points in back-to-back games, Skip?
Zilch. Keep going.
27th in total offense, 28th in pass offense.
Keep going.
If you don't mind me asking, what's Dak Prescott's QBR? You love QBR.
Not good.
No, I don't need no.
What is it? Give us a
Not
number.
good is not a number. And so,
I don't follow it.
When he had Aaron Rodgers as QBR a little while ago.
21st in the league.
See?
Rob, here's what Skip will never, ever tell you. Since the start of last season, Dak Prescott is tied with Deshaun Kaiser, Jameis Winston, and Derek Carr with 10 multi-turnover games. Okay.
What was his record through the first half of last year?
Okay.
5-3. What was his QBR? Second in the league.
Start of last season, and you like to use the word sample size. You like to use the word body of work. That's a large body of work, Skip. That's a large sample size.
That's more than a season and a half.
Wait, since Carson Wentz came into this league, he has the most fumbles, tied for the most fumbles in the National Football League over that span. Really?
And he got
you like that?
And he took his team to the Super Bowl.
He did not take his team. Nick Foles took the team to the Super Bowl.
He had a team out that had lost one game.
And he was the MVP. Tom Brady won it by default. By default, you know.
You guys are in so much trouble. You're going to have to eat so much crow. You're going to have to suffer so much humiliation sitting in those seats.
Well, it'll be over once you lose on Sunday.
No, it will not be. It will not be over with. It'll just be getting started.
Over.
My Cowboys are going to win the NFC East by default. I will give you that. If you want to say they're going to back in, you can have back in, but they are going to win it. And if you win this division, that means you get to go to the playoffs. It's a done deal. It goes along with the prize. You get a playoff spot, right? So my Cowboys are going to win me that bet of 3 cases of Kaiju because they're going to go to the playoffs. And you're going to lose the other bet that you recently made, which is that Philly is going to win the NFC East for 3 more cases. So I'm going to be up 6 more cases. I'm up 11 now, but all I have to do is just run down the schedules. Philadelphia has a hellacious hard closing schedule. I feel sorry for them, and they're already a dissension-racked football team.
There ain't no dissension.
So They're going to New Orleans, and they're going to lose in New Orleans, according to the Hall of Famers.
You picked them to lose, too.
Okay, well, I'm just going off you. You're in the Hall of Fame. I'm not.
I think that could be an upset.
Okay.
That might be to start the engine, right? The Saints have won all those games in a row. It's time.
You want a dinner on this one?
Yes.
Seriously?
Let's go.
Why would I do
Mr.
this to
C's.
you? I got to save you from yourself.
Mr. C's. Come on, let's
Seriously?
do it.
You
Put your
just
hand up.
lost
Mr.
one.
C's is good.
Okay, I'll do it if you'll do it. Okay, straight up, I got New Orleans.
They got to have a starting point,
Yeah.
Shannon. I'm serious.
Why is
You got to have an end point.
No, there's a starting point, and if they win that game, remember the Saints have won, 8 in a row?
Yeah.
What?
We saw the Rams have won 8 in a row before they lost. It's time.
Okay,
They're going to lose
so
again.
now that I glanced down the rest of Philly's schedule, after they lose at New Orleans, they do get your Giants, which should be a gift at home, but you never know about those Giants. So then they got Redskins. They got to go to the Cowboys. They're going to lose at the Cowboys. They have to go to the Rams. They got Deshaun and the Texans.
Win.
Then they have to go to Washington
Win.
in the year. Okay, you can say all the wins you want, but they're going to finish 8-8. I got them at 8-8. And listen to the Redskins. Again, they got
no love for the Redskins at this
Okay,
table.
they're 2 games up right now. They got a commanding.
And nobody's picking them.
Nobody's
Nobody.
picking them. Are you believing this? But they got the Texans at home, and I need this one badly. This is my swing game for the whole division. Deshaun has to go into Washington and beat Chuck down Alex. Then they go to Dallas on Thanksgiving. They're going to lose that game. They have to go to Philadelphia. I think they'll lose that game. They get a Giants game, a gift. And then they have to go to Jacksonville, go to Tennessee, and finish with the Eagles. They're going to finish 8-8. Those 2 teams will finish 8-8. And remember, my Cowboys have the easiest closing schedule. I think you agreed with that.
It is an easy schedule, but wouldn't you love to see them go to Dallas and win that, right? Is it at Dallas?
Okay, but just
That's
remember,
the game.
the
Win
last
division.
3 for Dallas. At Indy, again, resurgence by Andrew Luck, maybe the comeback player of the year. Not easy, but winnable. Then Tampa at home, and then at the Giants. Could the Giants be the spoiler in all this? They could be.
All I'm saying
I don't
is
think
this.
so.
If the Cowboys win this division, hey, Healy, how much PTO I got? So,
What?
yeah, I need PTO.
What's PTO?
Paid time off. Because
Paid time
the Cowboys win, I ain't coming in.
Well, you already took 1 day, right?
In 2.5 years.
I know, you took 1 day and look.
You don't take days off.
Hey, and then he sent me a text. Is everything okay? Dude, I got 1 day. I took 1 day.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's weak.
I don't
Weak.
know.
This joker here.
This Joker.
1 day,
This Joker's going to win 6 more cases.
I took 1 day.
You know, Skip,
Cowboys.
all the years we worked together, I don't remember Skip ever taking a day off.
No.
I got to knock on wood right now.
God,
No, but I'm just.
he can't go home because Ernestine locked the door once he leaves. The door don't unlock until 9.
That is true. My Cowboys are going to win the
No,
NFC.
they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not,
I
Skip.
got this.
No.
We'll find
This
out
is
in a
going to
few
be a
weeks.
beautiful
Eagles,
thing.
I can't wait for my Mr. C's.
You know what, Skip?
The Redskins are taking the division. I'll say it.
After Washington beat them on Thanksgiving, it'll be over for you. So I'll get my case.
Then I'm going to take a day off.
All right. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Invite me to Mr. C's.
Yes.
I'd like to go. Why did Luke Walton compare LeBron to Shaq?
Dominant.
Yeah.